Okay, in this video, I'm going to teach you why 99% of traders fail, and it's for one very simple reason. They don't understand what's actually going on in the market. You need to read these markets and understand where prices actually like to go. It's not your psychology, it's not your risk management, it's none of that. It's because you need to understand what these markets are actually doing. And in this video, I'm going to teach you exactly how you can understand what these markets are going to do and how you can actually make money from it. Okay, so how do we actually understand what the market's likely to do? It's one key concept, liquidity. And I guarantee you, you may have heard of liquidity before, but if you're not making 10k a month consistently from trading, you don't understand how to apply liquidity. Now, you might understand the general theory of liquidity, but you don't understand how to apply it. And someone today was asking me, oh, what indicator do I use to find liquidity? That's not right. That is not right. In this video, I'm going to teach you exactly how you can find liquidity, how you can predict these markets. And what you want to do, and I say this all the time, is you want to look for key highs and key lows on the higher time frames, right? And this is the bit of liquidity that most people get right. It's pretty obvious, right? What high or what low we're going to go for, right? Because what we do is we look and we think, where would people traditionally have their resting stop loss orders? So what I mean by that is, where would support and resistant levels be, right? Where would the money be? Where would stop loss orders be? And it's pretty obvious at this key high here, there's lots of liquidity. There's lots of stop loss orders here. So let's mark this out. Stop loss orders here. So some people in these markets, let's just make it less. Some people in these markets will think that this is really good resistance, right? They'll think this is really good resistance. So stop loss orders here. They think that price will come up like this, bounce off this level, come all the way down, and that we can just short. Nice and easy. Now, we don't do that because that doesn't work, right? We've spent, months, maybe even years, using support and resistance. We know it doesn't work, right? So we flip it on its head. This is what liquidity really is. We flip it on its head because, believe it or not, there are some large funds, right? Some large hedge funds that do use support and resistance. Now, you might be asking, why do they use support and resistance? The reason they do it is because they want to capture a large trend. Now, they're wrong a lot, right? And by a lot, I mean their win rate's around 20%, right? But they get such a huge risk-to-reward ratio. So, for example, in this case here, right? This support here, they would be targeting a huge trend like that, right? And they're holding on for months, but, they're trading like a large hedge fund. We're not doing that. And this isn't smart money, by the way, because smart money will target these large funds, right? They've got billions. These large funds have billions. Smart money have billions. They need to come together. So the market will move for stop loss orders, right? Stop loss orders, which will be at key highs and key lows on the higher time frames, daily, 4-hour, weekly, monthly, all that sort of stuff, right? That's what most people understand. The liquidity gives you the direction. It gives you the direction of the market. And in this case here, on NASDAQ, let's make it a bit bigger. It's pretty obvious that we're bullish, right? We're bullish and we're going to go for these highs here. Lots of stop loss orders here. Lots of people are shorting the NASDAQ and they have their stop loss orders here. Right, so now we've got the buyers, now we've got the direction. Let's just play this price action and just see it, because there's still people who don't understand liquidity fully, right? If this is the live markets, obviously we're in replay, right, for you to learn, but if this is the live markets, you got to think, what high or what low are we likely to go for, right? There's no obvious low here that price is going to go for. Remember, we're at this point in price action. This high here, there's lots of stop loss orders. This is where price is going to go for. So what does that mean? It means when you go in the lower time frames, you only look for longs. You only look for longs and you only look in that direction. And the second thing, and this is the important bit about liquidity that most people don't understand, you need to wait for a liquidity sweep. This is key, liquidity sweep, because so many times, you'll be bullish on NASDAQ, let's say. You want to enter on some sort of retracement here, right? Price will come out, take out your stop loss, and then quickly go to your take profit. This happens all the time. This should happen to me all the time, and it drives me crazy. I'd get the direction right, but I keep losing because I didn't wait for a liquidity sweep. So let's just play this price action and just see what NASDAQ does. Okay, so we've broken through these highs, right? We smashed right through these highs. What do we do next? Let's say this is live price action. What do we do next if we're at this point, right? This liquidity isn't valid anymore because any stop loss orders has been taken. So what we're going to do is we're going to look for the next key liquidity. Right, it's at this level. Yeah, let's put it on there. Right, this level here, because there's still people who think this is a good move to start shorting. Right now, we know this is still bullish. Right, we're still bullish. There's been no market structure shift. You want to look at that, but reality, you see this order block here. The last down close candle before the up move is your order block. Right, this is your order block here. See how price is respecting it. Look at the wicks. Right, look at the wicks respecting it. Look at the wicks. We tap in a bit. And we're about to shoot off, right? We know we're still bullish. And we know there's lots of liquidity at this high. So what do we do now? We target this high. So let's play price action and see what happens, right? Like this. Small little candles, and then wait for the explosion. There you go. Bam. Straight for it. We keep going up and up and up. So what does this actually mean for you, right? Let's just clean these charts. What does this actually mean for you, right? If we're bullish and we're targeting key highs on the higher time frame, what we're going to do is we're going to get the lower time frames and we're going to look for our entries, but we're going to wait for a liquidity sweep. And I'm going to show you what that actually looks like on the lower time frames. Okay, so here we are, run indices, run the 1 minute chart. And, if you're trading indices, you probably want to trade the 1 minute chart, unless you're swing trading them, because the 1 minute chart will tell you quite a lot with indices. But for FX, I would say use at minimum the 5 minute chart or above. But we know we're bullish, right? We know, right, because we're bullish, we're only going to look for key highs that have lots of liquidity on them, right? And if you look here, we've got equal highs. So it's not this up. You've got equal highs here, right? And, some people will ask me this. Let's say, let's just zoom out a bit. Let's say the daily target, because we're on the 1 minute chart. If the daily target is all the way up here, this key daily high that we're looking for. If it's all the way up here, we're not going to hold on. Let's say all the way down here. We're not going to hold on and hope that it, goes to the moon all the way in one day. Right? If you're a day trader, what we're going to do is we're just going to look for liquidity, on the time frame that you're trading. Right? We know we're bullish, and in this case, we're trading the 1 minute chart. We're just going to look for key liquidity on the time frame that we're actually trading. We're not going to, hold for this move all the way up here, hoping that we actually hit this target on the daily chart. Because what we want to see, actually, ideally, is something that's a bit more obvious. Is you want to see a few days, the price moving up like that, right? And imagine each of these little, imagine these were candlesticks here. Each of these are a daily chart, right? We want as many days as possible riding price up to this key high here, right? And each retracement, we're just going to look to buy at. That's what we really want. So let's just remove this. Run the 1 minute chart. Now run the 1 minute chart. We know we've got lots of liquidity. Lots of liquidity. So let's mark this out here. Lots of liquidity. And the reason why we're looking for key highs on the 1 minute chart is because we did the higher time frame analysis. If we didn't look at the daily chart or 4 hour chart, this isn't valid. It's not good enough to just say, oh, here's some equal highs. There must be liquidity there. That's not good enough, right? And someone was asking me this, and a lot of people were actually asking me this. How do we know that, let's say, this order block here, right? How do we know that price isn't going to go for this low? How do we know it's not going to come down and take out this low? Because surely there must be liquidity here. There's two reasons, right? The first is we're bullish, right? We're bullish on the higher time frames. Very unlikely that price is going to come down here. And the second, and this is the most important part, because this took me for ages to understand, is we have a liquidity sweep. Now, what is a liquidity sweep? If we're bullish, right? If we're bullish, lots of people are going to be buying, right? They're going to buy, they're going to put a stop loss at key lows. They're going to put it at this low, they're going to put it at this low, and they're going to put it at this low, right? What we want to see is some of these lows taken and then quickly and aggressively move in the opposite direction, right? When we see that, that tells us a liquidity sweep. And a liquidity sweep really is just a fake move. So let me just mark this out here, right? Right here is a liquidity sweep. And this is so important. This bit is so important because most people, I'm just going to write LS for a liquidity sweep. Most people can understand the liquidity part. They can understand the direction, but they still can't make money. They still can't enter consistently. And this was me probably for almost a year, Like, I could predict the markets, I could get the liquidity right, but I just couldn't, I just couldn't get the entry right. I couldn't get the entry right, because like I said, every time I'd enter and I'd be bullish, price would come out, take out my stop loss around here, and then quickly go to my take profit. And then when that happens, you start revenge trading, You start buying all the way up here, and then price continues down like that, right? And you just lose money, you blow accounts, and it makes you want to quit trading. It genuinely makes you want to quit because you're not looking at the right thing. So we've got our liquidity sweep, which means that this move here, the only reason this candlestick went down here was just to take out these lows. Just to take out these lows and then instantly reversed, right? So that we just came down here only to take out this low. Only to take out this low. That's why we call it a liquidity sweep. Only take out this low because there's liquidity there. Quickly move up, and then we want to enter in a retracement and ride price up. Right, that's essentially what trading is, and that's how you actually use liquidity. And every profitable trading model, that has a decent win rate is built on this in one way or another, right? And ideally you don't need to use indicators, but the entry plan is the least important thing. You notice how I've not talked about any specific entry yet, because it does not matter. If you've got a liquidity sweep and you've got key liquidity, which is in the higher time frame direction, it's that simple. That simple. Any entry plan will do. Any indicator. So if you like a moving average, EMA, that will do. For me personally, I like the optimal trade entry, which is just a Fibonacci retracement, like that, right? Like that. The 0.705 level. Someone was asking about the sayings, right? Just get this up. The 0.705 level, that's my bread and butter. Because if you enter on that, you can get a 3-to-1 fairly reliably. So let's mark this out. I enter here, like that. Stop loss at the low. Target 3-to-1, like that. Nice and easy. Nice, easy, high probability sell. And people are going to ask, how can I be sure that price isn't going to come and take out this low? First of all, it's a liquidity sweep. Second of all, we're bullish on the higher time frames. Right? Remember, we look at the higher time frame first. I started off with a daily chart, not the 1 minute chart. We know we're bullish on the higher time frames. Very unlikely That price is going to come all the way down, take out your stop loss when it's already done that. Right, the key thing about waiting for liquidity sweep is that we know the price is already taken out stop loss. Very unlikely that price is going to come again, take out this low, and then quickly move on. Very, very unlikely. It's still possible, right? It's still possible. And one thing I was saying, this is a golden nugget. The lower the time frame you go, the more likely that is, right? The more likely you are to have a double liquidity sweep. So we're on the 1 minute chart, you've got to be very, very careful here, right? Because there's a lot of liquidity sweeps. But if you're on the 4-hour chart, you're not going to have many liquidity sweeps. There's not going to be many liquidity sweeps. And obviously the daily and weekly are going to have even less. And then the lower the time frame you go, the more liquidity sweeps you're going to get. But this entry pattern, like any entry pattern will do. Any entry pattern will do. I know there's a fair value gap here, but it's a tiny one. There's an order block. There'll be some sort of EMA crossover. It does not matter. It does not matter. As long as you've got the liquidity sweep and you've got liquidity, you'll be good. You'll be good. That's all you need to trade. That's all you need to be a profitable trader. And yeah, that's how you use liquidity in trading. You need to know how to use liquidity on the higher time frames and how to call it live, right? You need to know where market's likely to go, in live price action when you can't see what's going to happen next. And then when you get a lower time frame, you need to wait for a liquidity sweep. And you need to know that's actually a liquidity sweep and not a fake move. And the way we know it's a liquidity sweep is that, if price did all this, if it came all the way down here and started retracing up, that's not a liquidity sweep, right? Like here, this isn't really a liquidity sweep, is it? Right, on this low, because we've gone all the way down here. That's not a liquidity sweep. This is a liquidity sweep because we've just, let's move this out of the way. It's a liquidity sweep because we've just tapped this low and instantly reversed. That's why it's a liquidity sweep. That's why it's a liquidity sweep. So liquidity on the higher time frames gives you your bias, gives you your direction, and then you wait for liquidity sweep on the lower time frames. Then you enter on whatever entry pattern you want. Whatever entry pattern you want, and yeah, it's that simple. Okay, and I've actually got a tweet that actually summarizes this whole video up. Number one, the first thing you do, you open the charts, pretty easy. Number two, you look for where the higher time frame liquidity is. You get the daily and the 4-hour chart, and you look for what key high, right, if we're bullish, or what key low we're going to go for. That is how you determine if you're bullish or bearish. What key high or what key low we're going to go for. Identify the higher time frame liquidity. Number three, you wait for a liquidity sweep on the lower time frame, which is this, right? You wait for a fake move, quickly moves in the opposite direction, the direction of your bias, and then you wait for any sort of entry pattern. Number four, you wait for, your entry pattern, fair value gap, order block, optimal trade entry, indicator, whatever you want, VWAP, anything will do. Any indicator will do, as long as you've got the liquidity and the liquidity sweep. And then you enter on that fair value gap, on that order block, on that optimal trade entry. And you target a 2 or 3 risk to reward ratio. Right? Don't have a massive risk to reward ratio. Like a 5 to 1 or anything crazy like that, right? You really don't need it to be a profitable trader. You really don't need an insane win rate, right? Because a lot of people are trying to pass prop firms in one trade. You don't need to do that. You do not need to do that. Just consistency, 2 or 3 risk to reward ratio works best, right? After years of trading, that is what works best. So make sure you do that. And then the final step, as always, control your emotions and manage your risk. Right? That's simple. Control your emotions and manage your risk. And if you can follow that, if you can genuinely follow that, you can be a profitable trader. You can be a consistently profitable trader. But yeah, that's all there is to this video. And make sure you like, subscribe, and leave a comment if you're struggling with anything, or just leave a comment for the algorithm. But if you're struggling with something, do leave a comment and I'll cover it in another video. But yeah, that's all there is to this video. And if you need a full step-by-step guide on liquidity, on entry patterns, on everything, and there's a course in the link in the description below. But other than that, I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.